What's up, guys? We're here at the GSTL Tasteless and Wolf, and we're going to see if Coca can actually take out Sniper. So far, nobody on the Team Slayers has managed to do so.
Yeah, he may just get the all-kill. The map of choice, by the way, is going to be our biggest map, and well, arguably Whirlwind is pretty big too. It's going to be Atlantis Spaceship, and this is the map that looks like a giant panda bear that looks angry and is also doing split.
If you do the upper left side of the map, you see the panda bear guy has returned from StarCraft 1.
Yep, he's been placed in a map. I don't even know if this is intentional or not, but like the more I look at it, I'm like, it has to be. I don't know.
He's got his two little paws.
Yeah.
Farther down to the bottom right.
It's really weird.
Actually, it's like a panda bear with a bat's body.
Yeah.
Ooh. Panda bear face, bat body.
Yeah.
Watch out.
He's back, man, with a vengeance. He can do splits. He looks angry.
Sleeps upside down.
Yeah, he probably
then all
does.
that blood goes to his panda bear head and he gets sick.
It's not good to sleep upside down, guys.
It's not good.
All right, well, it's time to start this match. We are in our second ZBZ. Can anybody stop this guy? MVP Sniper on a triple kill. He may get the quadruple. Coca is the only thing standing in his way. It's the GSTL Tasteless and Wolf.
In the bottom left starting location, we have our red Zerg. He's gone 3-0. Can he make it to number 4? He is.
Slayers, Coca!
Hasn't shown himself too much recently.
Oh, whoops. I actually meant to intro that for the other player. All right, let's try this again. In the top center starting location, we have this guy. He's won 3. Can he manage to do 4? He is.
MVP, Sniper!
You slipped that one even by me, man. I didn't even notice. I was like, wow,
I
he said it so confidently.
I was like,
it's
whoa,
fine.
that's Coca. Like, when I looked at him, I'm like, oh, I messed it up. Sorry, guys.
Have you ever seen a whiter T-shirt than that? Like that
looks
shirt,
pretty clean, man. That should be that's straight out of a Downy commercial.
Yeah, that's like, it's like when you try to describe how white the paint is. It's like, well, look at his shirt. It's gonna look like that when it's dry.
We can actually white balance a camera on his shirt.
Yes.
Film nerd joke. Count it.
Well, we may see hatch first from both these players. In fact, it's starting to look that way. Both players send their drones down towards the naturals, and on a map like this, I wouldn't expect anything otherwise. Even though it's a 2-player map, it's just so far that an early pool is going to be very ineffective. I mean, we are literally seeing mirror builds right now. You can see a line of symmetry has been drawn between the production tabs.
Yeah, actually, it's basically completely mirroring each other. You're absolutely right.
Even the Overlord's positioned right next to each other in the middle. And gas before pool coming out for Sniper. We saw him do this already in the ZBZ.
So we're seeing the branches now.
Yes. You see
Different
just
orders.
a slight variation, a little bit more greed out of Sniper, getting the gas earlier before pool. And on a map like this, I don't blame him. I really like it, in fact. Because the gas in this matchup is everything. It allows you to get your speed faster, Baneling Nest faster, and it allows you to push the envelope with who gets the Roach Warren first. If you got a little bit more gas, you know, it helps out. He's already 20 gas ahead. And that little bit can be all it takes to run Zerglings by and get into the main, to catch Zerglings in the middle of the map. Just everything can come down to that few seconds of Zergling speed.
You know, mirror matchups are oftentimes so very much about cutting corners to get ahead. It's these little things you can do here and there. Because, you know, obviously you're both the same race, so there's no distinguishing thing about your race, like, oh, my buildings can fly, or oh, I can warp stuff in with pylons over here. That you just have to do these small minor things.
Yes.
To stay ahead. Now it does look like Sniper's going to be getting that Ling speed here.
And with
we're both getting it. Excuse me. Sorry.
With the slower Ling speed from Coca, he is going to have his queens out a little bit faster. So there's, you know, just obviously a slight trade-off there with the builds that they've chosen. It's not too significant, but it's all we can really note about the differences in these plays so far. Baneling Nest going down for Sniper a little bit faster. He has that earlier gas, so he just is able to do this. And he's basically got a 50 gas surplus on his opponent. You can see that in the resources at the top right. And that's just really important. There's the nest, of course, for Coca. Both players have to make a Baneling nest. I have to stress this, but if you don't, if your opponent just makes around his Zerglings, you're in trouble.
Yeah, that is true. So we got spine crawlers here for both these guys. We're kind of a little bit of a lull here. We're kind of waiting to see what exactly they're going to do here. I have to say I'm a little bit shocked to see Coca pulled out here in this instance. I genuinely feel he was a bad choice in this moment. I don't think Coca, even if he beats Sniper, I think that they can easily just throw another player out and slight Coca.
This is the kind of choice that it seems so obviously wrong that it must just be our lack of information about how this player has been doing recently. You know, when I see a choice like this,
that could be true. I mean, I look at this and I'm like, really? You're down 3 games, you're going to send out Coca? I mean, nothing against Coca, but I would have sent out, somebody else, somebody like Thorzane, another player.
That's what I was thinking too. But, when you see something like this, you just have to think that the coaches have been watching this guy. This week specifically could be on fire. Now, this attack may just simply be shut down by the spine crawler. Oh, he actually hits several drones there. And he will be able to pull these drones, but he has to pull them, and that alone loses mining time. But the attack was mostly thwarted. Nice queen block at the ramp, and the lair is already started for Sniper. He really does kind of push ahead in every way with tech. We saw him in his other ZBZ get the faster upgrades. He's done a great job of defending his Banelings in that match as well. He's going to do it here too.
You got to be careful on this map because the distance is actually so tremendous.
Yes.
So to get Banelings there and back is so hard. Oh, that's a mistake.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
That was a boo-boo.
He spent so much time defending that one Baneling, then he just lost it.
That was a whoopsie daisies.
Oops.
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 All right.
I'm like...
well...
He's right now. We see that Coca's taken the strange third base.
He wants the
triple gas base.
Yeah, triple. I was gonna say. I think he wants the gas over there. I don't know.
I don't think he's seen it. No, he has not seen this yet.
It's kind of a. You'd expect them to take the bottom location, bottom center.
And Sniper is heavily scouting that location, having an Overlord and a Zergling there, but he doesn't have the third base that's being taken from Coca under vision. He's not expecting that at all. It's a very vulnerable base to take. Well, another botch of the Baneling control there, but...
Yeah, not the best we've seen, that's for sure.
These Zerglings will get into the main, see the lair. He's going to be happy to know that he's going for non-Muta or Infestor tech. He's going to know, oh, okay, I'm just a little bit behind him with my Roaches. In some ways he's happy, but in some ways he's like, well, he's going to have faster Roach speed than me. I hope he doesn't use that against me because I have this third base that's in the middle. It's kind of risky.
It looks like we're actually you can see a lot of pressure coming up here from Sniper pretty soon. I'm gonna have to kind of wait and see how this third base is gonna operate here for Coca. I'm really surprised.
Yeah,
I'm not blown away, but I'm like, okay. Like,
there's a timing that Sniper can use with his Roaches to attack this base once he sees it. And I think he's going to have a pretty good idea now that he sees how far the creep has been spread as well as these spine crawlers. There's no other reason for these spines to be out here like this at this location. It makes him very vulnerable for an attack from the right side. So it's got to be something that's going off and Sniper's head going, whoa, wait a minute. What is he doing here with this? He's getting his infestation pit after seeing those spines. And I'm going to check just one more time. I think, yeah, now he literally flew over it and saw it with his Overseer. So now
that was some pro stuff. Did you see him cancel those spine crawlers after the Overseer went away?
Yeah,
that was actually some pro moves right there. Saying, all right, you see I have 3 spine crawlers, you probably want to attack. Cancel 2, get the money back.
Get the drones back,
Get the drones back, too, yeah. Now, who knows? If Sniper actually just says, oh, I'm going to attack anyways, then Coca's ends up being too smart for his own good.
What is his plan with these Zerglings down here? I mean... He knows there's no third base there. Yeah,
I think he wants to run into the main.
That may be his choice, and it looks like he's going for it.
He sees that the spines are canceled.
Oh, 2-prong attack, sending the Zerglings into the main while attacking here on the outside. Most of the Zerglings were deflected in the main base. You guys didn't get a shot of it. But this attack, it may be shut down. He's got just enough Roaches, I think, to break through, but reinforcements may come off. This is a great engagement so far, though, for Sniper. The drone's already being pulled prematurely here. He's trying to transfuse Roaches to buy him some time here.
Oh, my God. He's doing so much damage here.
This is exactly the timing I was talking about. Roach speed just now finishing for Coca, but just a little bit too late.
And that's interesting. He's not going to go over the third. He's going to keep pushing forward, say, no, I'm going to get you as you send more to engage me.
Yep.
That may be a mistake here. I'm not entirely sure. Well, as you can see, the numbers are starting to get pretty low here.
He knows this is a decent trade for him, but now that Roach's speed is done, he's going to have to get out of there. If he went for the hatchery, there was a risk that he might not get it. Then his Roaches would be trapped inside of that little cave, I guess you could say.
That's true. They're kind of caged in there, yeah.
But back at home, he's got +2 on the way, and pathogen
energy
glands.
Yeah.
And with these 2 upgrades, he's going to be ahead in upgrades just like we saw in the other game. The worker count right now, 54 to 50. It's 3 base against 3 base. And yeah, even though he has a base with 3 gases, he's not using all 3. In fact, he's only using the rich gas right now. So at this point, with double gases mining for Sniper, he has this 3rd base. The way it's been taken is not really paid off the way it's supposed to.
You mean Coca's? You mean Coca's 3rd base?
Yeah. Coca's 3rd base, exactly.
You know, he could actually, from the low ground, he can hit that extractor right from the low ground with Roaches?
Yeah, if he has vision of it, he can. And
that
it looks like he's positioning himself to do that. Because he knows that's the advantage that he gets from that base. He just wants to shut it down. Really smart.
Well, I have to say, once again, Sniper just really playing. He's always in control of the game.
Yeah, he's always the one to attack the best way and the one to get the upgrades out first.
Mm-hmm.
He knows the timings really well. He knows exactly when to do what, it feels like. I mean, that's like the simplest way of saying it, but I mean, I think that's a good way to put it. He knows when to do what. And he does see this extractor. He's not attacking it with his Roach from the low ground just yet for some reason, which is a little bit surprising to me. But he may decide to do it now. Oh, there it is. He's doing it. You guys can't see it.
All right, we don't have a shot of it, but the extractor on the right here, there we go. Aftermath shot, but still really nice.
Just going to go burrow those Roaches again. He's going to come back later if he wants to, if he sees that gas has been taken. And now that the gas is killed, there's no advantage to having that base in the center like that. In fact, reinforcing units out of there is even a little bit scary because they can get caught in the middle.
That is true, actually. Now, we're going to see if he's going to regroup with the rest of these Roaches for another timing here.
It looks like he wants to. The Army supply right now, 112 to 90. So he's got about a 20 supply lead in Army. And he's up 11
workers. Five infestors to 5. To 5, excuse me.
But he's got more energy available. He's had his infestors out for longer. So more fungals are available in those 5 infestors. It's all going to come down to the engagement, and I don't know if attacking into this location is the smarter choice. I'd rather see him come around the side where there's no spines to defend and there's no creep.
Well, it looks like he's actually going to do just that. He's moving to the bottom right. I'm sorry, as I said that, he turns back around, but it did look like he was going to do that. Now we have the 4th base now being taken here for Sniper, and I think there's a big problem here for Coca. How is he going to get a 4th base safely?
Right.
You know?
No, the thing is, he knows every movement that he's making is known to his opponent. Oh, look at this.
All right, here we go. Infested Terran's going to pop up here.
He's using this Overlord so well to attack this base from interesting angles. Now, if he forces most of these units back, then he can reposition his units and attack at the spine crawlers and break through. And that may be exactly what he does here. He's already moving his units down.
All right, here we go.
Here they come.
The Roaches are heading south, but I think there are too many spine crawlers.
Yeah, he's not taking the bait either. He's actually just going to let the infested Terrans die, just time out, kill him with a small amount of Roaches there, and he didn't take the bait.
We got a Nidus network here. How about that?
Yeah, that is something that he's gonna need that, because right now he's so surrounded. There's no way for him to attack without Sniper knowing about it. He knows every movement he could make. Sniper has Hydralis range on the way, as well as burrow movement, which is just now finished. So his Roaches can literally burrow move now.
Oh, nice. Actually, when he burrowed, oh my God, through the Roaches.
Wow.
Sick!
That was some great
Oh my God, that was so good. Whoa.
That was intense.
When I watched it occur, I was like, yeah, I guess the Roaches could actually block the surface area. And then he did it, and then he went back the other way.
Yeah, that was great. And here's the Nidus network. Using the changeling to make that. He does not, in fact, have vision of this. He has no idea.
He has no clue. Okay.
And he's actually moving out with most of his army. Very few units to defend.
All right, now he's going to get the Roach Warren and the spawning pool. Jesus, that's a lot of infested Terrans.
Yeah, in total that is 34, and they do have +2.
Counterattack over here too. Coca now hitting this location over here in the far right. And that is going to trigger Sniper to just barrel down here. We're in somewhat of a base trade scenario.
Absolutely, man. But the Infestors, remember, they have all used most of their energy. The last Fungal's going down now, but Sniper is not stopped. Sniper is continuing the attack now. There are a few Spine Crawlers left, but he is breaking through, and he's even attacking that third base location with a small amount of roaches. And in the main base, a ton of Zerglings have run by, though. This may actually turn out in favor of Coca. It's hard to say.
Does he have the spawning pullback? I don't. We're kind of scrambling on the map.
I don't think he remade it, so he can't make Zerglings. But the roach numbers are really the problem here. The army supply 30 up for Sniper, but it's starting to dwindle a little bit as he's been fungled so many times. Oh, another great fungal. He may actually clean up this army, and it's looking like Coca's actually going to take this game after all. But it's not over yet.
We have more roaches coming down here. It's not clear if Coca has an overseer over here. I think he actually can abuse Burrow. In fact, that's exactly what he's doing. Both these guys taking heavy hits, but it does look like, well, I don't know, actually.
Well, the army supply is now heavily in favor of Coca, but his units are kind of in weird places. He is killing a lot of the production. He's killed basically all the tech structures. And at this point, I think it's pretty clear he wins.
Coca does win this.
GG. Coca stops the reign of Sniper with some crazy nice play. I mean, he was backed into a corner with no way out, and he just sneaked a Nidus Worm into his opponent's base, used all of his infested Terran, or all of his fungal energy on infested Terrans, and that was the way he was able to find his way back into this game. Well done. Extremely well done.
Really nicely done. What's funny, because things got out of control so quickly, it wasn't clear who was winning, and then suddenly, boom, Coca pulled it off.
Yeah, he had enough energy on his Infestors still to defend, whereas there was no answer for the Lings. No answer for the Lings whatsoever. And everything started dying. He lost his production. And on a map like this, when you're trying to send units all the way across the map, I mean, to kill your opponent, to finish him off, it's better to have a Nidus rather than to try to walk roaches across the map to kill your opponent.
Yeah, I was questioning the Nidus play, but you know what really did it was when he got this spawning pool and when he got the Roach Warren.
Yeah.
So it's because suddenly, guess what? You can't make any more units.
Yeah.
He's got Spine Crawlers at home to defend. Coca does. You know,
he was set up defensively, and Sniper was not. Sniper did not have the infrastructure. You see this sometimes in TBT, for example, when you have two players with a bunch of Marines running in. One player has siege tanks to the top of his ramp because he was prepared for that situation. One player does not. Then he wins the base trade because he's got tanks there. Even if the opponent had better armies, you don't trade efficiently. And the Lings that came in, there was a small group of Lings, but they killed everything that the Infested Terrans did not. They killed the Hydralisk Den, the Roach Warren, all the hatcheries. There was no any reinforcing roaches that were coming up before the Warren was killed. Were just surrounded and killed. And it's a huge map. You can't reinforce across. But if you have a Nidus network, you just send them across through the Nidus Worm. You don't have to walk your units across. You just literally send them through the tube.
It was really impressive. I mean, especially considering it was a mirror matchup, 3 bases versus 4 bases that whole time.
And he denied so much mining. I mean, he had him surrounded.
It's like this. It's like Sniper was winning the entire game and then lost in the course of a minute.
Yeah. I mean, he was choking him. He was surrounded him so much, and suddenly he just escaped.
He was just like threw him off.
He turned into a Nidus Worm and then he just let go. He was like, whoa, that's pretty weird.
Who are they going to pick next? What do you think?
I don't know. It could be anyone because they have. I mean, this is their first pick. I wouldn't be surprised.
I think it's going to be
Tails. Finale maybe. Could be Tails as well.
I don't know.
I don't even know who that is.
I don't actually recognize it.
It's Lure.
It's Lure.
Okay. I've only cast Lure's games on Code A days where we don't have the players in the studio for me to see. And
I actually had to look at Wolf for help, and I was like, Wolf, help! Who the hell is that?
Well, the thing is, Lure actually was teamless, and then he played for RS, and then joined OGS, and is now on MVP. So I didn't even know he was on the roster until I saw that roster today. So this guy has been shuffling around teams like crazy. Qualifies for Code A and has basically, if I'm not mistaken, consistently qualified for Code A, lost the first round, requalified, lost the first round, and I think he requalified again this last season. So he has basically done that 3 times, if I'm not mistaken, on 3 different teams. Firstly RS, then OGS. We'll see if MVP is the third time's a charm for him.
This nerd's been around.
Yeah.
Well, our map is going to be Ohana. And I don't know what to really expect from Lure, guys. I've never cast this guy's games. I'm going to be depending on you, Wolf, for help here.
Only PvPs from this guy.
Okay.
And I do not know his style, but he's someone a lot of people in Korea have been talking about, especially because he's had so much trouble sticking with the team. Not because he's bad, but because the teams he's joined just disappear. RS disappeared, the OGS disbanded, and now MVP I don't think is going anywhere. So I think he's finally found his home here.
All right, guys. Can Koka keep this coming?
Koka was the first person to really use Infestors quickly in ZVP, kind of revolutionized that matchup a little bit. Then he disappeared for a while because of that scandal I keep talking about. I mean, I know it's weird to continue to bring this up, but I mean, if you don't show televised matches for months and then suddenly come back, your style is different and everyone's figured out the Infestor style, it's not like he's the dominant ZVP player that he once was. He just no longer is. So we can't say, well, his results in ZVP are amazing because we haven't seen him play it that much recently.
All right, guys, it's time to see if Koka can turn this all around or if MVP is going to close this out with Laura. We're going to find out soon. Wolf and Tasteless here in Seoul, Korea, bringing you the GSTL.